Eddy Oketch is here and is mentioned is your accuser. Let's start with clarifying that. Eddy, has now Senator Ojienda been vindicated now that the party leader himself seems to be working with government? It doesn't necessarily mean that they're doing the same job, but at least on this AUC position, they're on the same line. In fact, they've all said it. President William Ruto has said that he's supporting Raila Odinga. Raila Odinga himself has confirmed it, saying that the president said he's going to support me.
Trevor, first of all, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm happy to see you together with my brother, a very, very sober mind in the Senate, Brother Sigei, and my brother Ojienda, who is also surprisingly taking different stance in the Senate, but it's okay. He's also a very, very sober man in the country. I want to apologize for a bit of coming a bit late. This is not my trend. I had a medical emergency on my way here that I had to deal with, but the gentleman will be fine. But I'm happy to be here, and good morning to all our listeners. The question of whether Ojienda, to be particular, is vindicated by the fact that Honorable Raila Odinga, together with President Ruto, have been seen together, is neither here or there. Because number one, Honorable Raila Odinga and Ruto are working on a very specific thing. Raila Odinga is a Kenyan who is a candidate in a position in Africa. That is the template. And as a candidate, Raila Odinga is seeking the president's vote. And I told you that we have seen a number of these incidences, whereby even in South Africa, the wife of the former President Zuma was in the same situation, where she had tussles with the president at that time, but she had to seek out his vote. So I don't think that it justifies a member of parliament who has been elected. In fact, on this matter, a more senior legal mind like Ojienda, who was elected on the basis of knowing very well the separation of powers between the executive and the legislature, that is elected by the people to go to a house to do a specific job, and then chooses to negate that job, then works with State House and says that that is a general development. I don't think there's a day that, despite the fact that Raila Odinga is seeking this vote from the president, I don't think that Raila Odinga has at any given time compromised his position on some issues that perhaps are not going well. But Ojienda has, and his friends have, compromised those positions. Raila Odinga's position on high taxations were very clear. Ojienda voted in the Senate for a counter, a pro-government and a negated pro-poor approach and pro-people approach. All the bills that have come in the Senate, Ojienda has voted very clearly with the government, despite knowing the fact that these bills are not pro-people. Raila Odinga has pronounced himself in every single of those bills as a statesman. So these things are not the same. Yeah. The fact that a legislature has left its job to work with the State House is not justified with the fact that Raila Odinga is working with State House. Now, what I want to encourage Ojienda, and I think my brother Sigei will actually agree with it, because Sigei sits in the panel of the Speaker in such a way that he moderates the House with a lot of sobriety in both sides of the House, that allows conversation to go on in Parliament, whereby it is a balanced situation. What I want to encourage Ojienda is that there is no way Raila Odinga's relationship with the president right now makes him negate his role as a legislator, which is oversight the executive. And oversighting the executive is something we must do. If something is happening that is not correct in the executive, as legislators, we must condemn, because that is not good only for Ojienda or myself. or Raila, it is good for the country,
Yeah.
and it's good for the president actually to be always be kept in check and to be able to be held accountable.
Okay.
So it doesn't justify anything that Ojienda and his team, I think is the captain.
I think
So Ojienda and his team have done by negating their role in the legislature.